friends. Hope you're doing well. I'm ANGY. This is another ANGY ASMR video. I've decided I'm going to start whisper shouting about things that make me ANGY. Here's something that makes me ANGY. Brad Marchand. He makes me ANGY, okay? So, recently, today, he got a 6-game suspension, which feels, at this point, it feels like the suspension, it's just a wheel. They just spin the wheel, and they're like, whatever it lands on, because the suspensions have been so inconsistent. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Brad Marchand is a hockey player, professional hockey player in the NHL, and he plays for the Boston Bruins. And there's no way to put it. He is a jerk. He's a rat. He's got a rat face. His face looks like that of a rat. I'm cyberbullying the Brad Marchand right now. So this guy, he has a history. He's an older player. Older. I think he's like 30. He's probably my age, 35 or less. But he's been, for the longest time, if you just go into Google, into YouTube, after this, I know you're trying to relax, but here's something that's going to make you ANGY too, is you just Google, like, Brad Marchand, Slewfoot, or Brad Marchand being a jerk, and I'm sure you'll find compilations, because there's just, like, dozens of incidents over the last however many years he's been playing, 10 or whatever at this point. I'm sure it's more than 10, it might be 15, somewhere in there, 10 to 15 years. And so recently, the Boston Bruins, the team Brad Marchand plays for, played the Pittsburgh Penguins, and for some reason, I don't know why, he punched the goalie after the whistle was blown. Like, not like two guys gonna fight, drop the gloves, here we go. He sucker punched him, and then like later hit him in the head with a stick. I mean, the goalie still had his helmet on, so it was no big deal. And the punch looked very weak because Brad Marchand is super weak. Boom, I put it out there. If you're a Boston Bruins fan, leave some hate leave a chirp in the thing. But also, just know that you support a pack of cheaters. I said what I said. The Boston Bruins, pack of cheaters. Yeah, so, okay, anyway, so he got a 6-game suspension for that, for sucker punching a goalie, that's a big deal. Also, Pittsburgh Penguins, where are you at? Protect your goalie. You let someone punch him and then hit him with a stick in the head. Like, I mean, yeah, I know the refs are carrying him out, but you don't just let that happen. You go stick up for your goalie. You go protect your goalie. What the fuck? So yeah, anyway, Brad Marchand, he's got a history of, I mean, being a douche. What else can I say? Here's some popular incidents. One time, it was at a face-off, and he like stomped on someone else's stick to break it before, there wasn't even a play going on. He stomped on the stick to break it, just to be a dick, because that's what he does. He like tries to get in people's heads, and I don't understand how, at this point, after this many incidents, nobody has just run him and just cross-checked him in the teeth and knocked his teeth in. Like, I know for the longest time, he had Zdeno Chara on his team protecting him. And if you don't know, Chara's like the biggest NHL player to ever play. He's like 6'8" or something like that. And that guy he would rough you up. You know, he's like old school, like somewhere Slavic, Russian guy. And he would just punch you once, and it's just the reach and the momentum, and it would just ruin your life. Anyway, so he had Chara to protect him. Chara doesn't play for the Bruins anymore. Chara's playing for the Islanders. And Chara's almost done. He's 40. He's the oldest guy in the league right now. I think he's 44 or 45 at this point, which is cool to still see him out there. He's been playing for like 20. He's been playing longer. He's been in the NHL longer than several rookies have been alive. That's just a crazy stat to think about. But Brad Marchand, stomped on the guy's stick. There's another incident where he licked a guy twice. 2 incidences where he licked a person. Like, this was pre-COVID, but still, that's not cool. Like, what are you doing? How has nobody cross-checked him in the teeth? That's what I want to know. Like, where's Tom Wilson? Tom Wilson, where are you at? Come rough this guy up. Like, where's ANGY Sidney Crosby? Like, I've seen Sidney Crosby throw people. Like, he can be ANGY sometimes. Wait, Crosby was on the ice when Marchand punched his goalie. Like, Crosby, what the fuck? Stick up for your goalie. there's a move. I say move. It's a dick move. There's a dick move in hockey called slew footing, and that's essentially where you think two guys, and you would kick the other person's skate out. Because if you kick the foot, it's going forward. It's you really can't protect against it. If you push somebody's skate forward, the momentum, there's no friction. It's skate, it's a plate. So then you go down, and sometimes they overemphasize it by, it's kind of like a throwing maneuver where you pull them from the top as you kick out their leg. And it's called slew footing. It's a dick fucking move. In careers, it's super dangerous. And this Brad Marchand guy has done it like a dozen plus times over the years. More than that, probably. He's done it several times this fucking season. And he even got suspended for it earlier. So he's been suspended like 8 times in his career at this point or something like that. And it's like, yeah, I know he scores goals or whatever and he gets a lot of points. I'm like, fuck it, who cares? He's a dick bag. He's bad for the sport of hockey. And recently, this season, they were like kind of bringing him out as like, oh, Brad Marchand, like good guy, like, oh, look at him, he's giving people sticks and giving people pucks and just all kinds of shit. But then, like, in this Penguins game, the Penguins goaltender was gonna throw a puck to a fan, and he comes around and fucking knocks it off the stick like a big dick bag, because he's a fucking dick bag. Fuck you, Brad Marchand, you piece of shit. ANGY. It's ANGY ASMR today. Yeah, ANGY ASMR. Fuck Brad Marchand. That should be the title of this video. I'm gonna have to go into the settings and be like, how much swearing is there? Shitload. I really don't like Brad Marchand. And I think the biggest thing why I don't like him is because I would probably be a Bruins fan if it wasn't for Brad Marchand being a big dick bag, because I like Chara. He's a great dude. Big guy. I'm a big guy. I play hockey. I'm big. You gotta support that, right? And my little brother likes the Bruins. Maybe me and my little brother could have gone to a fucking Bruins game if it wasn't for dickbag Brad Marchand making me hate the Bruins. I said it. And so every now and then I'll text my brother and be like, well, I saw Brad Marchand fucking got being a fucking dickbag again. And like, even the Bruins fans can't defend some of this bullshit. Like, I'm a Capitals fan. I don't defend what Tom Wilson does. He's very handsome and very good at hockey, but he's still a dickbag. The difference is Tom Wilson is like, that's more like old time hockey, like toxic kind of toxic masculinity of like throwing someone into the boards really hard. Whereas Brad Marchand is like, I'm doing psychological rat face bullshit, trying to get in their heads. Which I'm like, how is nobody Tom Wilson, Brad Marchand? How is Tom Wilson not Tom Wilson, Brad Marchand? Tom Wilson, where you at? Come fuck this guy up. It's like, you don't want to see someone get hurt. But Brad Marchand is a dangerous player who's done dangerous bullshit for his entire fucking career. And to get a 6-game suspension for sucker punching a goalie and then hit him in the head with a stick, it's fuck off, right? That's such bull. That's the Bush League Department of Player Safety. No one's safe there. Fucking spin your wheel. Those suspension wheels, spin it, and see what the punishment is. Nothing, apparently, half the time. Apparently that wheel is just like, fuck off for most of it, and then just like, oh, I guess we have to suspend him this time. And then there's a tiny wheel they spin to see how many games they're suspended for. But yeah, it's like, what was Brad Marchand's problem with his fucking goalie that he had to go be a dick the whole game and then fucking at the end sucker punch him and spear him in the head? Like, what? Why you gotta do that? It's only game. Why you have to be mad? In the words of, I forget who said it, there's a famous clip. If you just Google it only game, why I have to be mad. Like, have to is like HAFFTA, because he's like a European guy and he says it with an accent. It's just the most like endearing thing. It's because it's like an after game interview and he's like, it's only game, why you have to be mad. And you're like, yes, that's how you should play hockey. It's only a game, why you have to be mad. But I don't know if he's just butthurt because he was one of the most vocal players about like, why can't we go to the Olympics? The NHL was like, you're not going to the Olympics this year, kids. Because there's a lot of really good fucking reasons not to go to the Olympics. And if you haven't been following the Olympic saga of all the shit that's going on fucking in China over there to the Olympic athletes, like, yeah, that was probably a good fucking call. basically Brad Marchand's last chance to like represent in the Olympics, which is like, who fucking cares? Like the Olympics, you know, it's like, is anybody even watching the Olympics right now? You know, I'm not, because fuck China. Then fuck them too. We can make another ANGY ASMR review about that. But that's a whole other thing. Yeah. Also, Tuukka Raski's retiring, which is sad, because he got hurt, and he had surgery, and he can't get back to where he was, and he's also older. So you hate to see that, because he's been a Bruin his whole life, and you're like, okay, these are things I would cheer for if it wasn't for Brad fucking Marchand and his big dick bag rat face bullshit. ANGY ASMR. Yeah. Fuck Brad Marchand. Celsius today. It's good stuff. Not sponsored. Hashtag not an ad. Hashtag Celsius though, if you're out there, send me some free shit. I'll fucking drink it every video. Anyway, that's all I got today. Short one today. Because Brad Marchand doesn't deserve any more fucking time. And I've said that name too many times. And it's making me more angry. This is the ANGY. I don't know what the fuck this is. The hand stuff. Someone said they liked when I'm gonna be angry and do hand motions. ANGY. Anyway, yeah, the Brad Marchand is, because they were doing interviews with him. People were like, "Oh, he'd be a good ambassador for hockey." No, he wouldn't, because his career he's been a whole dickbag, toxic bullshit player doing bullshit, and he should be suspended forever, or have his teeth knocked out. One or the other. I don't care. He's bad for hockey, and he's a d-bag, and he's got a stupid fucking rat face. And one time, on a penalty shot, you can Google this one too. This is a good one. If you're ANGY, you can feel better about this. It was I don't know if it was a penalty shot or a shootout at the end of the game,